I wish you all happy Ambedkar Jayanti to all my viewers across the country. I don't know which all the states you are watching my channel, that I don't know, but most probably I can guess that few people contacted me from Kerala and Tamil Nadu. So I'm damn sure that three states they're watching: Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. Northeast, based on the comments I usually get from my videos in my channel, that I know that few of our channel viewers are from northeast states, but whatever, whoever are watching from my from the different states of my videos, I wish you all once again happy Ambedkar Jayanti. You know that there was myth about Ambedkar, especially to Buddhists. Ambedkar is very clear picture, so they don't have any confusions about Ambedkar, especially Navayana Buddhism. Whoever are following Ambedkarites, Ambedkar Buddhism, so they don't have any confusion about Ambedkar, so they know, they clearly and transparently they follow him. Hindus, of course, they also got benefited by the Constitution of India, guaranteed direct reservations to the Hindu Dalit scheduled caste. So they have tremendous respect for Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, all Hindu Dalits. But there is a confusion among Dalit Christians that whether Ambedkar is our person or not. This is a big confusion. I am clearing your confusion right now that Ambedkar indeed belong to Dalit Christians also, because first of all, there is a confusion among Dalit Christians that Ambedkar did not extend reservations to Dalit Christians is a myth. It is Ambedkar who directly announced that even Dalit Christians are facing caste discrimination even after conversion. It is Ambedkar who told to the Britishers in 1932. It is Ambedkar who introduced the argument that even after conversions, Dalit Christians indeed are facing discrimination even after conversion. It is Ambedkar who said that. It is Ambedkar who has written the Constitution of India, Article 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 21, 25, which directly says that everybody is same irrespective of caste, creed and religion. It is the Ambedkar's ideology, the justice and neutrality, and it is Ambedkar's ideology. It is Ambedkar who opposed 1950 Scheduled Caste Order Para 3, and he elected then the Christian leader, the Christian representative Mukherjee, who is representing the Christian community while they are introducing this 1950 Scheduled Caste Order Para 3. So in that case, Ambedkar is very clear picture, but there was a information among the Christian community that Ambedkar did injustice to Dalit Christians because he did not give reservations to scheduled caste, Dalit Christians. So that was a myth spread by upper caste or dominant Christian communities. Even I know that dominant Christian communities may get hurt, but it is fundamental fact, and it's true that the dominant and upper caste convert Christians. They spread false news about Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, that Ambedkar is a Buddhist, so it doesn't belong to us and all. But during a second roundtable conference, it is Ambedkar who initiated, who tried to talk about Dalit Christians, while the Britishers arranged one roundtable conference in 1932. That time, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar tried to say that what about the Christian converts from our Dalit community, they are facing discrimination. Then the leaders from the dominant Christian community, they stopped Dr. B.R. Ambedkar not to interfere with the Christian community, and also Ambedkar is very clear that he has concern about Dalit Christians also. So there's no doubt in that. So coming to that point now, let's come into the point. Ambedkar is no way away from Dalit Christians also. So now anyway, Buddhists, Hindus and now the Christians also, we need to use the weapon of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar to protect ourselves. So we started one organization called uh, Ambedkar Defense Squad, ADS we started. It is Ambedkar Defense Squad. Why we started this ADS, Ambedkar Defense Squad, in the state of Andhra Pradesh, and now I request all the states like Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, so West Bengal, and even across the northern states, of course, so the eastern states, whoever. I request all of you to join us from your states this particular movement, that we had to take Dr. B.R. Ambedkar as a weapon. Pictures, it can, maybe you are seeing some guns and weapons in the pictures, but Ambedkar is non-violent. Definitely Ambedkar will never use guns and all. We will also not use guns and all. Just we kept that for, because of the defense word is there. So for that we just kept the guns, but we don't use guns. We are non-violent people. Ambedkar don't use guns. He never used guns. Ambedkar, he always fought with his intelligence, knowledge, and his willpower. That is only that Ambedkar used. No weapons are used by Ambedkar, and we are also not going to use any kind of weapons and all. Just we are going to intellectual defense about our discrimination that we are facing. And moreover, Ambedkar is non-violent. Most of the Dalits, especially in the southern states, they converted as Christians. So the Jesus Christ is non-violent God. And most of the Ambedkar followers, they took the Buddhism. The Buddha is a non-violent kind of person. And all these Dalits, they follow their local goddesses, like their Kula Devata, whatever, the caste-based communal goddesses are there. Even they're just worshipping just because of fever and all. To reduce the diseases, they used to believe a small goddesses, they used to do puja and all. So even Dalit goddesses are non-violent. So see, Ambedkar is non-violent, Buddha is non-violent, Jesus Christ is non-violent, and the Dalit goddesses are non-violent. So we all are non-violent. This organization, Ambedkar Defense Squad, is also non-violent kind of organization, but for defense, argumental defense and intellectual defense, we started this organization. So I request all of you to follow from the different countries. You also start in your specific states. You also start this movement in your states like Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Kerala, West Bengal, all these states. You must start this movement. Now coming to the point why we started this is, recently we came across multiple instances where we found some instance where the Dalits are not allowed to carry the dead body in front of the upper community, upper dominant caste houses. They said it is no, according to our traditions, you are not allowed to carry the dead body in front of our houses. So the dominant society stopped. So even see, Article 21, it includes right to dignity even after death. Article 21 includes right to dignity even after death. This is what happened in Rajasthan High Court. It upheld the right to dignified burial for all. Right to dignified burial for all. This is one of the kinds of Article 21. It includes right to dignity after even a death, but the dead bodies were not allowed to carry in front of the dominant society, upper caste community. So we need a defense mechanism. So that is only Ambedkar can save us. And most of the southern states and all, the caste certificate, the caste decision, who has to take? Unfortunately, the government is taking the decision of the caste of a specific person. They're doing forcible labeling. They're labeling that he is Christian, he is Muslim, he is this one, will come for verification. You are holding the Bible, you are going to the church, your name is Joseph, your name is that, and this government is forcefully doing it. And government doesn't have a right to forcefully label anybody. He has to name himself. He has to decide himself which caste, which religion he follows. But the governments are doing that because the government wanted to remove, at a large extent, caste certificates to all the churchgoers and all Dalit caste communities, and so that they may reduce the number of scheduled castes and they can escape all SC/ST cases. There is a conspiracy behind to escape from the SC/ST cases. and these people are forcefully removing their caste certificates across the country in the name of that conversion. They're taking the conversion as a cause to remove the scheduled caste certificates to avoid SC/ST cases. They're telling that this person is going to church. If a person goes to church, a person believes in God, a person declares himself that I converted as Christian, I'm writing in writing, I'm giving it to the Mandal Revenue Office, whatever is that, that's a decision of an individual. He has a right to freedom of changing or not changing. A freedom to change or doesn't change. But all these people actually changed the entire narration that these people are cheating, these people are acting as if they are not Christians, but they're following Christianity. And all these things actually came into the existence, and this is going to hurt the Dalit community at large extent. They may remove huge number of caste certificates of Dalit communities, and then so that they may escape from SC/ST cases. So we need a defense system for all this. You know that in universities there was discrimination was reported. According to UGC, 118% of caste atrocities are increased in the universities. This is the list given by UGC. Caste-based discrimination increased 118% according to UGC recent claim. We know that Rohit Vemula bill was introduced in the Karnataka. The Rohit Vemula bill was introduced in the even Narendra Modi tried to introduce in the universities, and there was a backlash from the different people. You know that a student from Guntur, Rohit Vemula, he committed suicide in the Central University, and you know that how it's going to affect these kind of students at the universities. So this is the biggest issue that we have to take up. Still the discrimination in the universities are going on. And you know that recently the dominant society, they took up one of the temples that belong to Guntukamma, somewhere, one goddess, a local goddess, and they said this is Ramayana because we kept our Ramayana ideals there and we are paying current bill. So simply they came and they occupied this, and the locals, they protested that this belongs to our Dalit Satrap, and they protested that this belongs to our local goddesses Guntulamma. But after all, they have power, they have a capacity, they have the political power and police power, and they influenced everything, and they kept 50 to 60 Dalits they kept to the jail. In the jail, they sent them in the jail using their political power and all this, because in the name of their attacked those people. Whatever, these are all the atrocities that are being reported across the country on Dalit community. You know that recently few of the MLAs, they were not allowed to come onto the stage because of their Dalit MLAs. Many political parties, they are showing the discrimination on Dalit members, and there are some instances were reported in the state of Andhra Pradesh. Especially one of the professors in one university sat down, he doesn't have chair and benches, and it became an issue there. And one MLA, he directly said, you all are Dalit people, why do you need politics? Politics are for a dominant society. He made that statement. So these are all kind of statements are coming from them, because basically they kept that inside mind that these Dalits are not fit to be in the mainland society. There is a cheap kind of mindset they have towards these Dalits, that we understand that the many Dalit people, they will sit under the somewhere on the roads, and they will be stitching the chapal, and some people will go for the daily labor, and those people abuse them. They will not pay them salaries properly to them, and all this issue. And another thing is the land grabbing is the bigger issue. Land grabbing is going to be another issue. You know that from 1950s they are distributing the land. Where all this land is going, they are just distributing the poor people. Again, the dominant society is buying the land. They are grabbing the entire lands they're taking in their hands. It is kind of a land grabbing going on. Even according to the recent reports, not even 4% of Dalits are having lands, but their lands are being distributed from 1950 onwards. 1950 onwards, lands are being distributed to Dalits, to this Dalit community, but it's still only 4% people are having land. The remaining are landless. What's happening? They're distributing the poor, and the dominant society is buying. And how these people are buying the lands of Dalits and all, because they changed the acts in the name of real estate and all. These people are selling the lands, and then again they're landless people. And now there is no land to distribute. First of all the government land is over. So what's happening to this Dalit community? A lot of things are there. Is to be schemes like, they used to support by giving loans to buy tractors, autos and all, but the governments are neglecting all those things. Recently, Dalit pastors are attacked, Dalit churches are attacked. They're specifically focusing on Dalit pastors and Dalit churches. They're distributing, they're attacking on specifically Dalit community because they're Dalits. Dominant society Christians are not under attack. Big churches are not under attack. Small Dalit churches, tribal people, Dalit people are being under attack. They are attacked by this dominant society. Even though they're Christians, still there is a discrimination. One treatment to Dalit Christian, another treatment to the dominant society Christian. So this is going on across the country. So we need to bring all this community out of this suppression and oppression. So that's why we started this Ambedkar Defense Squad. So you all start in your own across states like Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, West Bengal, right, Kerala, and you all must join us from your across the state, from your states. What happened to the SC/ST reservations? That many reservations are in the private sector. I mean, there is no reservation in the private sector. All reservations in the public sector, they all are slowly they are diverted to the public sector. Private sector. Now no reservations, no jobs. The people who completed their engineering and medicine, they are going for daily labor work. Why? They're telling that no job opportunities are available. Earlier there used to be government jobs. Now everything became a private job. Now became the private jobs. The private jobs, of course, the priority recommendations, we know that once you remove the reservation, they introduce the recommendations, referral system. Nowadays, most of the recruiters, they're following the referral system. What is the referral system? Existing employee can refer another employee, or the recommendation system, MLA or MP, someone will give a recommendation letter, and they're hiring the people. And all these SC/ST, BC people, they don't have opportunities because earlier they used to have reservation. Based on the reservations, the government is to create the equal opportunities. Private organizations, they go not reservations, they go by referral system and recommendation system. The reservations are not that much of danger. Referral system and referral system and recommendation system is more dangerous than reservations. A great injustice will take place to the lower communities and non-influential families. So what happened to these reservations and all? That they slowly diverted all these reservations. They diverted, and the backlog posts they're not filling. They're not filling even more recent nowadays in the medical colleges. They, in the name of self-finance courses, and 50% of seats were sold to the a dominant society for money. The remaining 50 only they send it for reservations. Then how they will come up, how they get the seats, how they become doctors. So out of 100, 15 should be given to the scheduled castes, and 7 to the scheduled tribes, and 27 to the backward communities. But in the name of self-finance, out of 100, 50 seats they kept aside as a non-recommended. Remaining 50 they had started giving reservations. That means only 7.5% reservations. It's a big cheating. It's a big cheating across the country. It's happening. It's a big cheating of Dalits and Adivasis, that you are not giving their full strength of reservations. You are giving only 50% of reservations. It is a cheating. They are doing it. I don't know why it's happening. SC/ST acts, nowadays they're hitting, they're beating them, they're scolding them. But if they go to police station, file the SC/ST case, they're just first they will say that no, this doesn't come under SC/ST case, so we'll not file. If he argues that no, you have to file the SC/ST case, and then the next step is they will threaten them. No, you don't have money, you cannot go to the court, you have to run after the courts. So you don't go for SC/ST cases, withdraw the case, and then the police will suppress them. Somewhat he says, no, I want to file a SC/ST case, and then they'll threaten. If finally the final weapon, there is a final weapon, that is he's going to church, so he's not SC. He'll read the Bible, so he's not SC. This is the final weapon which they are using to escape from SC/ST cases, after abuse, after attack, after harassing this Dalit community. So they're using all these kind of weapons to escape from the SC/ST cases. So these are all the injustice is happening, and moreover, what they're doing, they are blaming this Dalit community that you're filing fake cases. They're filing fake cases. And genuine cases only they are unable to file. First of all, police will threaten them, and police will counsel them, don't go file SC/ST case. Maybe by taking money from the dominant society, they'll take money or influence from a dominant society. Dalit people, they will not have influence. These people go to police stations, they will not put the SC/ST cases, and they will suppress this Dalit community. And finally, they say that they're filing their fake cases. They are unable to file genuine cases, or how they'll file the fake cases. These are all the wrong notion they created, and the entire wrong notion they created. Fake cases are filed by politicians using their driver MLAs and MPs. These are all political fake cases, not a genuine scheduled caste who doesn't have influence, a common man. He cannot file the fake case. Genuine case only he cannot file, because he will be suppressed. They will not file SC/ST case. All fake cases, SC/ST cases are filed by the politicians, dominant society, not the Dalit community. This is fundamental fact. If you look at the government government Dalit hostels, SC hostels, how they are living, there are no proper facilities, no proper food. When all these things are happening, what happened to the reserve? What happened to the scholarships? Why in the day by day the scholarships are being down? They are not. The scholarships are. The amount of scholarship which they are distributing to the Dalit communities slowly, day by day, it is coming down. The number is decreasing. Why? How many Dalits you sent abroad with the government help? The number of students who are sponsored to go for foreign education, it is coming down day by day. What happened to the education? And recently, in the Deputy Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Pawan Kalyan's constituency, there was a mass boycott of Dalit community by dominant society. Even after 70-80 years, that still they're thinking of communal boycott, thinking of boycotting the entire Dalit community from the normal society. We are in the independent country, and why it is happening, that we don't know. So many attacks on the Ambedkar statues. They attack on Ambedkar statues. They throw pada, cowdung and cowdung on Ambedkar statues. They throw stones on Ambedkar statues. Everything is happening there. Why it is happening? That we need to protect ourselves. And the most dangerous thing is that diverting SC/ST fund to the highways. That they're saying that they also should be contributed. They're diverting SC/ST fund which are supposed to be spent for the education of the Dalit, hostels facilities of the Dalit, nutrition food of the Dalits, and the toilet facilities of the Dalits, and the CC roads in front of the Dalit colonies. So this is the purpose of SC/ST fund. Now they're spending for the national highways. They're saying that even Dalits are going in the national highway. How many Dalits are having bench cars to run on the Dalit national highway? And you are diverting the SC/ST fund to the national highways. And then, so these are all need to be addressed. That's why we started this ADS, Ambedkar Defense Squad. So to defend all these Dalit Christians and Dalit Muslims and Dalit Hindus and Dalit Buddhists, irrespective of the religion, we have to work for this Dalit community. So we started this area. So you all must start anywhere across the states also. And recently, even after 70-80 years, still some temples, they are not allowing Dalits. Here and there the incidents are being taken place that they're saying that no, Dalits are not allowed in our temples. So this is going on. Some people are going to churches and they're troubling the church goers. And even still there are so many wells are here and there. The wells are separate, the dominant society well is separate and this well is also separate still after 70-80 years. So this is the condition of Dalit community. And even discriminatory justice on the Dalit women abuse, many people are abusing. See if a dominant society girl, if she was no I mean if she faces what is a kind of abuse, a sexual abuse, whatever it may be, she gets the justice quickly. But if a Dalit girl gets faces the same abuse, and she will not get justice quickly, and we don't know why. There are many encounters took place across India. Across India, many encounters took place because of the gang rapes. The police people are furious that innocent girls were gang raped and they encountered. If you look at all those encounters, this is the dominant society girl was abused. So whenever the dominant society girl was gang raped and all, they're encountering all these criminals and culprits. But the same thing is happening to the Dalit community girls. But we have never seen, very least cases that we find that the Dalit girls were gang raped and they were encountered. So there's no such cases. I never seen such cases in Andhra Pradesh from, I mean, in majority cases. Maybe they're here and there, one or the situations. So one or two cases. So that's why we need to defend across the country about our Dalit community. I mean, we need to protect this marginalized society. So we started this Ambedkar Defense Squad ADS. I mean, to work for SC status to Dalit Christians. It is a big demand from this ADS is the SC status to Dalit Christians, and and there should be SC/ST cases must be strictly implemented, and there should be Ambedkar statues in every village. We have to keep in every colony there should be an Ambedkar statue. This kind of things we are going to demand from our ADS. So all my brothers from Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, Telangana, West Bengal, Northeast states, northern states, you also join our movement and start this AD in your ADS in your what do you say, in your state. If you also want to join us, just mail me at pyofrbkpolitics@gmail.com. Thank you. Namaskar.